like Wuthering Waves, and here are my top 5 reasons to play it. Yes, I am going to be advocating for the new game on the block. Sue me. So, context time. I played Wuthering Waves while on my finals week, like a dumbass, and decided that I was gonna give it a try. It's a new game on the block, and I was like, sure. And I was just really curious about what's going on. And I fell in love. Number 1, interactive combat. Wuthering Waves combat is definitely the highlight of everything that it has. It's quick, it's snappy, it's interactive, it is great. Now, the elemental system in Wuthering Waves isn't as complex as it is, but for me personally, I don't really care. Where it shines the most is just how you strategize going into combat with one character and then leaving out of it. Your forte, your concerto, your resonance, your skills. You already have so much on your plate to manage, and I love that. As a League of Legends player, I love that you have a lot of buttons to press, and the combat just feels smooth. The characters really feel like they're fighting together on the battlefield because of their intro skills and their outro skills. Their abilities and the cutscenes are so beautifully animated, and the fact that you can feel every punch and kick and dash of these characters just feel so nice. I also love the ecosystem. The ecosystem is absolutely beautiful in combat because you can equip these echoes and then you can use your Q button to manifest this monster on a battlefield and use a unique skill based on what you equipped. And that gives you so much diversity in combat that's immediately tied to your equipment. And I think that's so great. So definitely, if you like combat, if you like hitting things, if you like killing things, definitely play Wuthering Waves. The combat is good. Number 2, peak exploration. I personally love how fast everything felt in Wuthering Waves. Running doesn't take up too much stamina, the speed that your character runs is relatively fast, and the grappling hook is honestly just a beauty to have. Also, they have wall running. God bless wall running. But I really just love how dynamic moving around the world is. Certain characters do have built-in dashes. I'm looking at you, Verena, you are best girl. But nevertheless, even without that 5-star, that specific character, exploration doesn't feel too much like a bore or a chore. Definitely more of that, please, in other games. Just a little bit of a note too, I think that the overworld's puzzles are so intuitive. I really like the puzzle where you pick up this one thing and then you put it on a grid. I don't think I'm showing it on the footage here because I don't think I have footage of that, but you put an item on a grid and see which specific lines pile up, and I don't know, I just feel that's such a smart puzzle. I love it so much. Number 3, I love games that incentivize overworld combat. I am going to be putting a spotlight immediately on just how much things you can kill. I really love games that incentivize just killing things. It's an overworld RPG. What do you mean I don't have a reason to go to this one monster and rack up their day? It incorporates the built-in energy limitations, but also gives you a reason to just walk around the world and aimlessly punch things. Whenever you kill a monster, you have a certain percentage to get their echo, and these echoes are the way for you to improve your characters. They can give you stats, they can give you skills in combat. And the thing that's super nice about it is that it doesn't require any kind of energy. It's just free. Just kill them. You can definitely tell what kind of player I am. Number 4. I will always say this, but my love for game developers that listen to their audience will never ever disappear. Kuro Games, I don't actually know what kind of games they worked on. I'm not a gacha player. I only heard that they did PGR, but I will always point out that considered game developers have a very special place in my heart. Whenever a developer compensates appropriately their audience for, the bugs or the problems, I do think that they are listening, especially in a live service game. You want to maintain that relationship between the game creators and your audience because not only for the monetary purposes, but also because you're gonna be stuck with these guys for a very, very long time, and you want to make sure that you have audience loyalty. And I will always appreciate when game developers are listening to their community. So props on you, Kuro. Please fix the bugs. And number 5. I have been harking on about the combat continuously, but for me personally, what I like about this game is its good lore potential. I cover Genshin Impact lore, so it's a lot of mythology, it's a lot of fantasy, it's a lot of demons and child sacrifices, and Wuwa for me was a massive breath of fresh air. I am now tackling a completely different side of inspiration when it comes to the string theory. Physics-based lore is something that I'm actually very interested in learning about because woo-wahs, reverberations, frequencies, resonances is something that is much more wavelength based more than anything. So I'm very excited to see what they have. Not to mention that it's Chinese lore heavy or Chinese mythology heavy. And that's something that for me is a very interesting frontier to have, especially when you mix it with a post-apocalyptic modernized science stuff world. So I'm so excited to see what they have, especially since this is a long game. I am so hyped for what they have for the lore potential of this game. Yes, I don't really agree with some of the choices that the people decided for how they deliver the lore. Looking at you, first 10 minutes, dropping 13 terms for fuck's sake. But nevertheless, that is still in my reasons to play Wuthering Waves. I'm not gonna lie to all of you, this is not an ad, I was not paid to say this. So obviously, I'm going to be talking about the things that I didn't like about this game. There's some hiccups for me personally, I guess as a content creator. I really hope that they fix the optimization for this game. I've been hearing a lot of people haven't been able to play this game in a good condition or at all, which is no. So I really hope that they fix that. But obviously, since this is a live service game, I'm sure that they are working diligently. Another part of me is that the first 2 hours of the game, I'm going to warn you right now, kind of feels off. If you're someone that doesn't like massive terms thrown at you immediately, you're going to need to be a little patient with the introduction of this game. I swear it gets better. But nevertheless, I do think that you should give this game a try, especially if you just want to kill things. Now, as a Genshin Impact player personally, I will say this game does feel very similar to Genshin Impact. I did point it out on Twitter that there are some uncanny resemblances, and I was told that it's normal. That's a good thing. I think that if two games feel very similar, then that's fine. As long as both of their premises are unique enough. Honestly, if you can just get past those hiccups, and I don't even think those hiccups are that bad. I think that they can just be ironed out. I wish I could play it more, but life said no. I can't really talk about the story much except for how much I really did not like the first part, but I got to Act 3 and it's pretty okay. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you guys. Act 3 was pretty good. And I was told that Act 4 to 6 is good, but as of the making of this video, I have not played it. And I don't think I can play it for a while because I need to finish this paper. Anyway, my name is Aster and a bit of an unhinged video today. I'm so happy that I actually downloaded this game and gave it a try.